Hello everyone, my name is Morsi and welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about creating our own reality. Today we will discuss 7 ways to raise our vibrational frequency. Now, our vibrational frequency can change throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, depending on how we are feeling and how consistent that feeling is. So when we are at a low vibrational frequency, we're usually feeling emotions such as anger, guilt, shame, fear, desire. When we feel that, we are not as open-minded. We don't see the possible solutions to our problems. We're very narrow-minded and we just stay in that train of thought, thinking that the world might just tumble over us or that the world is just against us. When we're at a high vibrational frequency, we're feeling emotions or we're in a state of being such as love, acceptance, peace, joy. And in those states, we are more open-minded. We can find possible solutions. We are more accepting of the people around us, the circumstances and the situations that we are faced with. We're more likely to overcome and to see and understand what our experiences are trying to show us. So the more we can identify when we are at a low vibrational frequency, we can learn more about who we are. And the more self-knowledge we have, the more self-love we can show ourselves. And when we show ourselves that self-love, we stay consistently at a high vibrational frequency. And this is where we want to be in order to have that conscious control over creating our own reality. Now, let's discuss the 7 ways we can raise our vibrational frequency. Number 1, change your environment. Now, everything has its own vibrational frequency. A room that you walk in, material items, people, thoughts, beliefs, actions, all have their own vibrational frequency. So when you're in a room, take a minute to practice presence and feel the energy throughout your body. Take in how you feel. Are you feeling like yourself and comfortable? Are you feeling a little separate from yourself, a little just not resonating with what's happening in that room? If that's what you're feeling in that present moment, maybe you should decide if you need to change your environment and maybe leave. Maybe go take a walk and decide where it is you need to go in order to protect your energy. Same thing when you're around unconscious people. Unconscious people are, unconscious to their actions and how they are affecting the people around them. So it's up to you to take responsibility for your energy. Stay present and be able to identify and get to know who you are, so you know when you're around someone who is being unconscious, and so that you can quickly change your environment and keep your vibrational frequency raised. If you feel as though you cannot change your environment, ask yourself why. Do you not have a choice? Do you have a choice? And do you just feel like you can't change your environment? What can you do in order to get yourself out of this situation? Because your body is only responding to the energy that is surrounding the area, that is surrounding the people. It's letting you know, mayday, mayday, get out, abort mission. We got to get out of here, because it won't allow you in the long run to keep a consistent high vibrational frequency in order for you to feel at your best. Next is music. Music is a wonderful way to raise our vibrational frequency. We are naturally drawn towards the song, the artist, the sound, whatever it is that matches our own vibrational frequency. It allows us to get out of our shell and actually be that person we always envision ourselves to be. And it's perfect. That's why there's such a wide variety of sound and songs, so that when you're sad, you can just cry and allow that energy to go through you and out of you. It's like your own healing and your own therapy. So when you find music that just makes you want to jump and shout and sing along to the top of your lungs and dance and move your body, that right there is a healer. That right there is an opportunity to raise your vibrational frequency. The music you like will also bring images in your mind that will show you your conscious beliefs in different forms. And also for me, it helps just to validate my feelings. Sometimes I just want to be in the mood that I want to be in. When I find a song and an artist who has lyrics that are matching exactly what I'm going through, or that I can relate to what I'm going through, I feel as though my feelings are valid. I feel as though the way I'm feeling is just fine, and I don't need to be anything other than the way that I'm feeling right now. Music allows me to just be myself in that moment, in that present moment, and accept that whatever I'm going through is what I'm going through, and that I don't need to be anywhere besides where I am in that present moment. Next are hobbies. When you want to raise your vibrational frequency, do whatever it is you like to do because you want to do it. If you're feeling stressed out and stuck, just stop. Take yourself out of that situation and go do something you just want to do, because life is too short to take yourself seriously. Go somewhere, do something you love. For me, I'll go take a walk. I'll listen to a motivational YouTube video, or I'll just go to my community garden. Whatever it takes to get me out of how I was feeling, move myself in this present moment where I could just naturally raise my vibrations. Because what hobbies allow you to do is to be yourself. You are drawn closer to who you are. You're not feeling like you have to do something. You're doing it because you want to. And there's nothing that raises your vibrational frequency more than being exactly who you are. And that brings me to my next point, nature. When you look at a flower, a tree, or a stone, observe it with no judgment and notice how its stillness transmits to you. I love the way Eckhart Tolle describes how much nature influences us. He talks about how, unlike humans, nature doesn't split into two. We as humans have that ego side of us when we are identifying with that false identification of who we are. And then we have our inner essence, our true self. You see, nature doesn't try to be anything besides what it is. It doesn't feel the need to enhance or protect its image. And right then, nature is just being itself. And when you are yourself, you're at a high vibrational frequency. When we surround ourselves by anything that's natural and anything that has not been intervened by humans, we are removing ourselves from that prison of compulsive thinking, and we're drawing ourselves closer to just being, no pressure, being exactly who you are. So when we step into nature, we naturally draw in its high vibrational frequency. And for me, I am a huge fan, and I just love to run off to nature when I need to just reset, when I need a reset. And what I do is just try and find as many state parks that are in the area. Spend time there, take a walk, bring a picnic basket, put some snacks in your backpack, and just enjoy the sounds. Just observe nature without labeling it, and notice the beauty in the leaves, in the trees, in the birds. It's the simplicity and the things that this earth has given to us that can take us right back to the state of who we naturally are. Next is forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go, releasing that old energy within you that doesn't belong there, that's holding you back and not allowing you to be your best person. Forgiveness is mostly for you anyways. And it's important to understand that every person on this earth has their own inner essence filled with unconditional love. But it's the ego that makes us feel as like we have to enhance and protect our image, and that makes us do things that are not like us, that draw us and separate us from who we truly are. And just understand that when you're thinking about someone, remove this mentality of me versus you, of enemy and victim. Look at them as maybe this child who has gone through something that they have yet to confront. So that when you are reflecting, you're not thinking of them as an enemy, but just as someone who is going through this human experience the best that they can. So reflect, forgive, create boundaries for yourself so that you don't go back into that loop of feeling as though you're not being taken seriously and feeling as though you're being disrespected. This is a time for you to gain self-knowledge. Know who you are. Know who you want to surround yourself with. Know if you need to change your environment so that you can build that self-love, that self-knowledge, and continue to keep your frequency at a consistent level. Number 6, meditation. Now, this channel is all about creating your own reality. And the number one tool to creating your own reality is meditation. Meditation gives you the opportunity to become aware of what you're thinking, to observe your thoughts, because our thoughts and our beliefs create our reality. Remember, our thoughts and our beliefs have its own vibrational frequency. So if you're thinking a certain way, you're putting yourself at that vibrational frequency, and that vibrational frequency is what determines what you experience. I like to look at thoughts as simply suggestions. They might be a part of us, but they are not who we are. So when we give ourselves the chance to confront those thoughts and say, you know what, that's not something I believe. That's not something that resonates with me. And that's not a thought or belief that I want to see in my physical reality. Meditation gives you a chance to sit down and change that, so you can shift into a parallel reality and be that person that you want to be. Meditation allows us to become aware of the way we think. We get a chance to confront those thoughts that we have repressed, and that might be consciously or unconsciously consuming us. It also gives us a chance to reprogram our subconscious mind with positive affirmations. Meditation is so important. It's the key and fundamental to practicing presence. There are times when I feel as though I haven't done enough, and that I need to do more than what I've already done. But when I sit down twice a day, 30 minutes at least, to meditate, I can reflect on what I have accomplished, and I can practice gratitude for getting myself to the point that I am in that present moment. And that brings me to my last point. Gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I have already made a video going in depth on gratitude, so I highly recommend you watching that. But gratitude is allowing you to take the time to recognize what you have already accomplished. We live in such a fast-paced society, and those big events are few and far in between. But the little events that happens when we're present throughout the day, those happen much more often. So it's important to live with gratitude, because if you woke up one morning and everything that you never said you were grateful for disappeared, I bet you that your life would be much more worse than you already perceived it to be. So when we practice gratitude, we're leaving ourselves at a consistent level of vibration. We're not being contradictory or changing things. We are allowing ourselves to know and believe that we can create our own reality, that we have already manifested this life that we're living at this present moment. So there you go. Those are your 7 ways to raise your vibrational frequency. I hope this video resonated with you. Until next time, this is Morsi. Peace.